Ready? According to reports, Jeffrey Epstein's sometimes girlfriend and happy helper, Ghislaine Maxwell, you know the one, the femme fatale that used to supply underage girls to the likes of that carnal calamity Prince Andrew, well, apparently she is in fear for her life and has 24-hour protection given to her by ex-US Navy SEALs. With sources claiming that Maxwell has become the most hunted and hated woman in the world. Wow, somebody finally beat Hillary Clinton in the most hated charts, say? Never thought I'd see the day, but fair enough. That's right, Maxwell is apparently living in fear and has 24-hour protection following what's been reported as credible death threats. Ah, you see, Hillary doesn't like it when you steal any of her limelight. That makes sense. The 58-year-old, humpy funky sex-addicted junkie, is said to be frequently moving to and from various safe houses, with most of them reportedly being in Israel. As we all know, the FBI are looking to investigate her and would like her to come forward about information on Jeffrey Epstein and probably a few other low-hung rancid rotting fruit. Now, according to these so-called sources, Maxwell is receiving multiple credible death threats, with the hate mail being sometimes 2 feet high. Oh really? And how exactly does that work, considering that nobody seems to know where the hell she is? Amazing. Must be some very dedicated hateful psychics out there who are tapping into the ether and penning out an unfriendly letter as they tune into the correct vibrational state to summon Ghislaine Maxwell's frequently changing addresses within Israeli safe houses. Nah, hardly credible now, is it? Newspapers, they literally say anything just to get eyes on all their bullcrap, but hey, at least they make the effort when compared to those controlled media hacks on the telly who clearly just don't want to talk about it. CBS News' 60 Minutes has busted a great big hole in the Jeffrey Epstein suicide narrative, a bit like Ricky Gervais busted a hole in a few Hollywood overinflated egos at the Golden Globes. Did you see his opening? Good job, Ricky. Yeah, 60 Minutes has shredded the Epstein suicide narrative by raising more and more questions rather than any reasonable answers. Surprise, surprise. In a 60 Minutes Jeffrey Epstein special, new data points in the reported death of Prince Andrew's bestest ever friend, Jeffrey Epstein, were raised, which brought further doubt upon the official narrative that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. Which of course isn't the opinion the New York Medical Examiner's Office as well as most of the intelligent world. Now we've all heard about how the almost 6-foot-tall Epstein was supposed to successfully get himself murdered by a very deranged and angry strip from a bedsheet. Yeah, apparently that's what did it. Right? And he must have had a fight with it, as his body had signs of a struggle with numerous bruises all over him. Incredible. Notice how there isn't any blood on this strip. which is rumored to be the culprit that choked the life out of Prince Andrew's bestest ever friend. Which is kind of odd, considering that the recent images of Epstein's neck shows plenty of bloodstains and looks like Epstein was choked with some kind of wire, but yet there was no wire found anywhere on the scene. Very strange. Dozens of photographs were shown, which showed a mattress and piles of sheets on the cell floor. And apparently a note which was found, which said, "A blurred name kept me in a locked shower stall for an hour, another prison guard sent me burned food. Giant bugs crawling over my hand. No fun." Which is supposed to be handwritten by Epstein. Who knows? Somebody does, that's for sure. 60 Minutes also noted that Epstein had a sleep apnea machine in his cell, which had a very long electrical cord to hang himself with, but apparently he decided to ignore all of that, and instead chose to do it with this. Yeah, right. Prosecutors from Los Angeles announced new sex crime charges against Harvey the Hog Weinstein just as his criminal charges trial began in New York. Boom. Oh dear, there goes his back. Oh yeah, prosecutors in Los Angeles brought 4 new charges against the former movie producer. The indictment from the LA District Attorney's Office lists 4 total felony counts against the disgraced perverted freak, which included forcible rape, forcible oral copulation, sexual penetration by use of force and sexual battery by restraint. The complaint identifies 2 separate incidents that occurred in Los Angeles hotel rooms within just 1 day of each other that were brought to the attention of authorities back in 2017. Los Angeles District Attorney Jackie Lacey plans for the case to proceed as soon as Weinstein's New York trial comes to an end. And of course, Weinstein is pleading not guilty in the New York case and has denied any sexual misconduct and said that everything he ever did with women was consensual, and just before this case began saying that he expected to be fully exonerated. Not a chance.